awesome dudes, welcome back, and today I thought I'd do something a little bit useful for once. I thought, you know what, why not? Let's make a factions tips world, basically, where I can just sort of help you guys, guide you in making bases, just helping and stuff. I mean, it's nothing major, I'm not that good, but I just thought I'd show you some of the tips that I use when it comes to making bases and other useful stuff on factions. Now, right here we have a prime example of the deep ocean. Now, what I do here is you find a nice one. You want to find it probably as deep as possible. So probably around about. Try and keep it away from land as well, because that prevents cannons and stuff. Probably about here. This is about centered. Lag. No. So then, what you want to do is you want to get some ladders. Ladders, where are you? Here we are. You get some ladders. Of course, because you don't always breathe underwater, or you don't breathe underwater, what I always do is when you start building your base, so just gather, I always use obsidian, you just build 2 there, ta-da, and just it. So every time you need a breath, you just go into there. That's what I do, personally. That's my favourite way. I mean, you can always use a respiration helmet, but of course that just lasts longer. That doesn't give you infinite breath. So then, what I do is you want to find exactly 1 chunk. Now, right now, I don't exactly know how much 1 chunk is, so I'm just going to build randomly. But, yeah. But anyway, this is just do that. I don't want it to be anything too big. It doesn't have to be the full chunk. I usually do a full chunk just to make use of all the space and stuff. Just a nice smallish base. How big's that? Is that alright? Yeah, that's fine. Ta-da! You have yourself a nice little floor, and you just gotta fill that in now. God, I hate how everything's slower in water. Wading through the water. Right, anyway, now you've got this little floor. I always just because I'm sort of in a hurry, you know, you don't want anyone finding your base and managing to get here and set home whilst you're still building it. So you just place down a couple of chests, like so. If I could do it. Then you place them. And you just do that. Oh god, no, I don't. You can do taller if you want. You can do 4 high, but I just tend to stick to 3. Otherwise, you sort of got to reach up really high, and it just gets annoying. So if you're in a hurry, so it's not a good thing. But you just build that. Then you want to build this. Just an outside wall. Just, you know, nothing too major. Get onto the fences later. But just build that. But anyway, with the defences, you don't really have to worry that much because of where it's built. If you look right here, because it's in the middle of the ocean. When people look at, oh god, why is it so? That's better. When people look at it from the outside, I've got full brightness on right now. When you don't have brightness on, you can barely see it. Say you're on a boat, there's barely any way you'd see that, but because of course there'd be the obsidian roof as well. But basically, it's quite easy. It's difficult to raid because you got land over there, land over there. It means they're gonna have to use sponges or something to sort of empty out the space around. But if you have a reasonable claim around the outside here, then you don't really have to worry because any cannon, the force of it, I mean, I'm sure there probably is a cannon that can get through it, but the water sort of slows it down. And if you're trying to make a hybrid cannon to get through it, it still won't work because then the sand will be super slow going through, and the TNT in that won't work in time. So it's a really good design. It's my personal favourite. I mean, sky bases used to be the best thing because they were unclaimed, people wouldn't know they were there because they're invisible from beneath. But nowadays, the amount of people that use Minimap, I know from personal experience that they're just vulnerable. They're so vulnerable. So you end up building like this, which is really good. So yeah, this is how I do my bases on factions anyway. I mean, you see the one I've got at the moment. I built this all completely like that. Mine was exactly 2 whole chunks, so pretty massive. Oh, hang on, no, that's wrong. That's wrong. We don't want that. I always do it. You have to build it like, I think it's 6 high from the ground. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's 6 high. Or it could be 5, I can't remember. It would be, let's just check this. It'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, because you've got the floor. So 6 up, and then you just do that. Oh god, I'm all for building. Build up, and don't forget to take a breath, of course, otherwise you're going to drown. Usually build it a bit closer, like here or something, like and breathe. But ignore the squids or whatever they are. They're not a problem. They can't hurt you. But yeah, it's just a general really good design. I love it. I've used it like on all my bases, so it's just really good. And then of course you can get. I wonder if sponge. Do they work on 1.7? No. So I'm just gonna have to sort of fill that all in for now. But like this is like what I had to do with my base on Uber. At the moment, I had to do this for the entire 2 chunks of the base to empty out, because unfortunately sponges didn't work on the server. Getting rid of the wolf is a real pain. But unfortunately, when it comes to making bases, there's always going to be something that's a pain. But depending on the interior, like what you want from a base, it's completely up to you. Some people want to go like that extra mile with their protection, and they build like, and I'll show you in a sec. If I can just empty this out. God, this looks but ugly now. God. Oh no, I hate sponges, they just look so messy. Right, so done. Right, now get rid of these. Yeah. Almost done. That's a quicker way. Just do that. Ta-da! Then of course it's not this easy when you're on factions, because you don't have creative mode unless you're an operator. But anyway, where was I? So this is what I usually do. Have they got any trap chests? Anywhere? Trap chests? Hello? Where are you? Trap chest, here we are. I just do this, because that way you can have them really close together. And it's nice and compact. And do that. And do that. Ta-da! And because those chests, they'll fit together, you can open them nicely with a nice 2-block space in the middle. You can get wherever they are. Found them. You can get item frames and just, like label them whatever you want, whatever you need. This is how my old base was, like the old small compact one on Uber. But now I have a nice bigger one, which is like just this design, or that design without all of these on, because it's just messy. And like, I know it's nice to have an organized base, but when it comes to raiding, you try to be fast. You want to be nice and snappy and quick about it all, in case the faction owner comes on or whatever, or someone else finds it or anything. So you always want to be quick, so you should just take it and then dump it at home. And when you actually get back home, you get so much stuff, you just think, God, I can't be bothered to just tidy all this up and organize it. So yeah. But anyway, as I was saying, some people like to do this design where you can have a water bucket, And some people have really complex designs, which like automatic locking chests and stuff, which have like a block that like slides across above and all that. But personally, I think that's just too much. It's not that serious. If they get in, they get in. You know. But you'd have a trap chest. No. Oh god, no. You wouldn't put it. So you'd put it like in the middle. Just put the in the middle here for now. Then you would put the half slabs here, like that. And then you put the water on top, like that. And with that design, even if they get through the walls, the chests are still protected by water, which is also really useful. But personally, I'm not that fussed with all that extra protection, you know, because if I get raided, I'm going to get raided, you know. Once they're in, they're in. You know, usually you can use creeper eggs and stuff. I mean, that is like, that's perfect. I mean, if people get in with creeper eggs, then you are screwed if you have a base like this. But that's why what I've done, hang on, let's leave this. What I've done on my base on Uber at the moment, I've built a second layer, which is always good, because just for that extra protection, you know, just done that all the way around it. It took me forever. Literally, it took me like, I can't remember, it must have taken me a whole inventory of obsidian to do. But of course, this is only a small base, so this is really quick and simple. But literally, to make the new base, it took me about 3 hours to make the shell, and it still wasn't done. And then I had to finish off the another gap, filling it all in with blocks to get rid of the water. And then I had to put in all the chests. I had to fit all the enchantment area. Had to make all the other floors. But as you can see, I've done that around my whole base on Uber, just as an extra layer of protection. Or if you want to go even further, where is it? Sand? No, it's sandstone. Don't want the sandstone. And you get sand. And you can like, I think. Let's do that. God. Just place that around like that, like so, and then you place all that up there, and then, you know, the same old thing, just placing more blocks. But, yeah, you just place all of them, and you put, because then you leave another gap for the water, just as a more protection. God, that looks so ugly right now. If the whole base was done, it would look good. But then you could, sometimes people just leave it as sand, because then if the TNT hits it, the sand sort of breaks down, so it's like another automatic like fix itself wall. But then you have that all the way around, and then people quite often, actually, I've seen it's a good idea. They put they do this. It won't work because we're in water at the moment. But what people can do is, like, sometimes inside the base here, in case people do get in, on the ceiling, you can always put cobwebs, so that, like, for the TNT, it's just like an extra line of defense, basically. So if anyone gets through the ceiling, they make a cannon that, like, fires the TNT on top. You have all these cobwebs, which slows down the TNT. I mean, of course the TNT is going to get through eventually, because it'll break up the cobwebs, but like for the moment, I mean, you can still access your chests, like so, and it just sort of slows it down. Like, hang on, oh no, oh no, this isn't where is it? Get some TNT, and I want to light it off. Flint and steel, where are you? There we are, flint and steel. So you have that. Say the TNT gets through. Hang on. gonna try and work this one out. If I put that next to that. Oh God, no, no, no! Oh God, that went terribly wrong. Very sorry, guys. Yeah. But, let's pretend that there's a layer of blocks here now. So that basically you have that underneath, and the idea is, right, what it does, ta-da! So you see here what the cobweb does. In fact, that worked perfectly that time. What the cobweb does is it absorbs the impact from the explosion and protects your chests, which is a really good method in my personal opinion. But it's really good, it's really useful. It's just an extra line of defense, you know, if you're that worried about your base getting raided and stuff. But anyway, guys, I hope that's helped. I hope you make some epic bases in the future. I would be amazed if you guys really liked it. Please leave your comments in the description whether you liked it or not. I really hope you do, because it is effective. As I've showed you, it has like the different layers and has the cobwebs on the inside, which is also really helpful. But, got all these different layers and stuff which will protect it. So if you're a strong, powerful faction, then I really do advise it, because it's really good just to have all that extra defense, you know, because that's the last thing you want getting raided. Just logging on and be just standing there and looking at a wreck of a base. So now I have this solid design. I haven't been raided once, and I hope you guys don't get raided. So anyway, hope you enjoyed. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. It's so appreciated. Really aim for that 50 subs now. You guys smashed that 40 subs. I think you could hit it in like from 38 to like 41 in like 2 days, if that. So that, guys, is amazing. I'm really glad you enjoy my content. Please don't forget to leave in the description any ideas you want to see in my next videos.